One of the most common questions homeowners ask when they're thinking about renting out their house is, how much can I rent it for? And it sounds like a simple question, but the truth is there's a lot more that goes into determining rental value than most people realize. And if you price it wrong, either too high or too low, it can cost you money. So in this video, I want to walk you through how property managers determine rental value and what homeowners should understand before putting their property on the market. If we haven't met before, my name is David Weber with State Property Management. We manage rental properties throughout the Orlando and Central Florida area, and one of the things we do regularly for homeowners is rental market analysis. And one thing I can tell you from experience is this: pricing a rental property correctly is one of the most important parts of the entire leasing process, because the right price helps reduce vacancy and attract qualified tenants. The wrong price can create problems very quickly. The first thing we look at is comparable properties. That means homes that are similar in size, bedrooms and bathrooms, location, age, condition, features, and ideally we're looking at what has actually rented, not just what is currently listed. That's important. Just because someone is asking a certain price doesn't mean they're getting it. Actual lease properties tell a much more accurate story. Now this is a big one. Condition matters. Two homes in the same neighborhood can rent for very different amounts depending on condition. Things like fresh paint, updated flooring, clean landscaping, modern fixtures, cleanliness, appliance condition, all of that affects value. And this is one area where homeowners sometimes overestimate their rental value because they know the home personally. But tenants are comparing it against every other option. Condition plays a huge role in that decision. The next factor is location. And it's not just the city, but the specific neighborhood. School zones matter, commute times matter, community amenities matter, and then there's market conditions. How much inventory is available right now? How quickly are rentals moving? Are we seeing increased competition? These things change, and rental values can shift depending on supply and demand. That's why pricing isn't static. It moves with the market. A lot of homeowners will look at Zillow or other online tools and assume that number is accurate. And sometimes it's close, but sometimes it's way off, because automated tools don't always understand the current condition, actual demand, upgrades, deferred maintenance, competition nearby. They're using broad data, but real-world pricing requires much more than that. That's why relying only on an online estimate can create unrealistic expectations. And this is one of the reasons many homeowners reach out to us before listing their property. At State Property Management, we help owners evaluate their home based on current market conditions, comparable rentals, and actual leasing activity. That helps owners price correctly from the beginning and avoid costly vacancy. If you're in Central Florida and want help determining your rental value, feel free to reach out. You can also visit us at www.managecentralfloridaproperty.com for more information. Now let's talk about the biggest mistakes. One of the biggest ones is pricing based on what you actually need financially. For example, my mortgage is $2,200, so I need at least $2,400. But the market doesn't care what your mortgage is. The market determines the rent. Another mistake is overpricing because of emotional attachment. And another is trying to test the market too high. The problem with that is the longer the property sits vacant, the more money you lose. Sometimes pricing slightly lower can actually produce a better financial result faster. At the end of the day, determining rental value is part market data and part experience. It's not just about square footage, it's about condition, competition, location, and timing. And getting that right up front can make a huge difference in how quickly the property rents and the quality of tenant you attract. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're notified when we release new videos. I'm David Weber from State Property Management. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.